Hey Tubes, Blazer Project. Welcome to a wonderful Kansas day today. It's finally sprung forward and I have the afternoons to work again. So today we're getting Workhorse finished up, mainly a lot of loose ends. Now I got some wire right here, but we're going to get rid of this rat's nest. Yeah. I just twisted the wires together, tried to solder them, and needless to say, it didn't go too well. Probably gonna just cut a section here and splice it in with some of this I got this morning. Brake cable is gonna get relocated down here. This is gonna get cut, moved over. I got some pipe, and yeah, it's galvanized, but doesn't mean I can freaking grind it all off and make it safe to weld. Get some more of this all tucked away. As far as things go, get the seat mounted. The weather stripping is going to be going along here. Try and make it a little quieter. Plus also tighten up the throttle cable a little. And then she'll basically almost be done. Other than test drive out at the property, but get those few things taken care of and we'll be good, other than a paint job this summer. So let's get to work on this monster. Alright, where's that little micro torch of mine go? Figures. One moment. There it is. Sorry about that hiccup, but dug around, found a lot longer of a positive cable. Let's light the micro torch. Set it for constant. Now I got a small fan I'm going to turn off. Don't need it. This is how I do these brass connectors, mainly. These, did it on my truck, and trust me, it has worked. Now if you look here, I got cleaning solder on it, or flux if you want to call it the official term. The whole thing is fluxed. Set it in like that. You let the torch heat it up. Start to sizzle. And you just let the solder feed itself on in. And you do that to both sides, and it looks like I'm going to need a big torch. I like to use my micro, but let's get some good heat on it. Now that thing does not have a constant sting on, but more than is enough to heat it up. So I'm going to keep at this. Actually, I got a better idea. We gotta have a folder. and you fill it full. And It's gonna take a few, but it'll get full, so. And there we are. Now you just gotta let that cool. Looks like this thing's starting to be a pain, so let me finish up and I'll bring it back at the end. Alright, we're all done. I don't know if you can see it, but you see how it's fully in there? That's what you want. Got some solder up on here. I'm going to have heat shrink tubing from here on, and we'll be good. So I got another end to do, and we'll get it on Workhorse. Alright. Go. Finally got enough length. Now, got the throttle already taken care of. All I needed was one more zip tie, and now the cable, outside of the cable, doesn't move so much. Now it's time to chop this off right here. Grind, get it moved over. Weld this over here, the brake pedal over here, and then they'll both be where I can get to them with my foot, and it'll be a lot easier and a lot better. So let's get torching. I have a fire extinguisher off camera if anyone is wondering, so don't fret. I'll put that striker at. Oh, frick. Alright, I had it out here, and of course I set the sucker down someplace, which is typical of me. Right here. Found it on the fender. Gonna go get the grinder, clean this all up, and then we're gonna start moving a few things. So it's gonna be a few. Be back in a moment or two. Alright, got a small piece of tubing here. It's the galvanized stuff. I already went on ahead and ground off all the galvanized. Plus also I'm welding outside, which shouldn't be a problem, but I still ground it off clean. That is going to be welded right there. Brake pedals go in here. Actually, make it closer to there. Gas pedal's going to go here, and we'll be good. I've got to fire up the generator because the plug I normally use is acting up. I think I know what the problem is in the garage. Me and my dad got to take care of it later, so let me fire up the generator, get dressed up, and we'll get to welding. Alright, that's that. Put that on there, give you guys a close up. Sorry. But basically going to be set up almost like a vehicle. Now I'm going to get this all straightened out and we'll be good to go. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, got the seat out. Brand new. And you can see it just doesn't quite fit. So plan now is yank this, pull those two bolts, yank this piece, add some metal around it, and let's make that thing fit. So fire the generator back up and get to welding. Plus also today I'm going to try and get a GoPro mount on this thing as well, so you guys can actually get some decent footage when I'm out on the trail, which will be nice. So we're getting there, but the pedals are set up. That works fine. Brake is perfect. Gotta tighten this one back down a little, but other than that, they're set up, good to go. And I'm gonna tape red, green, because I've got electrical tape that are those colors, and I'm gonna use it. That way I can tell which is which. But other than that, it's muscle memory from driving your everyday vehicle. Alright, I'm gonna yank that, get some welding done, and I'll be back in a few moments. Alright, after some welding and getting some metal put on, seats mounted. I went with the single center bolt, that way it's easy to adjust if someone else wants to ride it. But I had to add on some metal to the back side. It's all welded up on all sides. That way it's got some support back here, because this seat does not exactly fit, but I'm going to have to cut a little bit of the tray out. Probably. So there's some suspension, but I can actually do that right now with a pair of tin snips. Cut it out and then hacksaw it across. That way it's all taken care of. Just thought of that. But the final thing today, then Workhorse should be complete, is to get some weather stripping right around here. That way it freaking quits rattling. Because I mean, it is like a death rattle machine when it is right here. So I'm gonna get some tin snips, do some cutting right here, get up there and get to it, and then basically it is finished. And it's been a long time coming. Fire it up, do some quick tests, make sure everything still works, and call it a day. This has been worth it. Hang tight. Seat definitely feels comfy. Yard ain't even, so who cares? But it's done now. Fired right up. Weather stripping here definitely minimizes the hood rattle and makes it snug, which is awesome. Brakes work perfect. Gas pedal. Awesome. But 6th gear and ripping it, can't beat it. Now I just need to get it out on the trails and have some fun. But also I gotta get a secondary toolkit for just for this. Oh well, that's what an ammo can's for. But one right beside the seat. That's another day. GoPro mount's another day. But other than that, it's done. Finally, after about 2 years, that mower is complete. Now I just gotta get it out on the trail. I'm gonna go put it up. Tomorrow I gotta get the Husky service, which is our riding mower. We'll make a video on that. It's just freaking nonchalant, oil change, go through, grease everything, that sort of stuff. But next week, maybe a video, may not, depends on what happens. I've got to help family out that time, so we'll see what happens. So like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Peace out for now, stay frosty.